हाय। आज हम जनरल फिज़िक्स के एक इम्पॉर्टेंट टॉपिक यूनिट एंड डायमेंशन पे डिस्कशन करेंगे। ये टॉपिक कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्ज़ाम ऑफ पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से काफ़ी इम्पॉर्टेंट भी है और इजी भी है। तो इस टॉपिक में हम डिस्कशन करेंगे कि इस टॉपिक से कैसे क्वेश्चंस आते हैं, उन क्वेश्चंस को हम कैसे सॉल्व आउट करेंगे। टाइप फर्स्ट, कि हमें कोई फिज़िकल पैरामीटर दिया हो और उस फिज़िकल पैरामीटर का हमें डायमेंशन निकालना हो। टाइप सेकेंड, हमारे पास 4 डिफरेंट सेट ऑफ फिज़िकल पैरामीटर्स दिए हों और हमें चेक करना हो कि किस सेट ऑफ पैरामीटर्स के डायमेंशंस डिफरेंट हैं या सेम हैं। टाइप थर्ड, हमें एक्सप्रेस करना हो किसी फिज़िकल पैरामीटर को नॉन बेसिक फिज़िकल पैरामीटर्स के टर्म में, जैसे कि हमें टी टाइम को जी, एच और सी के टर्म में एक्सप्रेस करना है, जहाँ पे जी ग्रेविटेशनल कांस्टेंट है, एच प्लैंक्स कांस्टेंट है, सी स्पीड ऑफ लाइट है। टाइप फोर्थ, हमें कोई फॉर्मूला दिया हो जिसके लेफ़्ट हैंड साइड और राइट हैंड के साइड के डायमेंशंस को हमें चेक करना हो, या फिर कह सकते हैं कोई रिलेशन दिया हो जिसके राइट हैंड साइड और लेफ़्ट हैंड साइड के डायमेंशंस को चेक करना है कि वो सेम है या नहीं। टाइप फिफ्थ, बहुत सारी स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट्स होती हैं जैसे हेनरी, कोलॉम, हमें उनके इक्विवेलेंट स्टैंडर्ड यूनिट फाइंड आउट करनी है डायमेंशंस की हेल्प से। तो हम अपने पहले क्वेश्चन पे आते हैं, जिसमें हमें एप्सिलॉन नॉट का डायमेंशनल फार्मूला कैलकुलेट करना है। किस टर्म्स में? एम, एल, टी और ए के टर्म में। हम जानते हैं कॉलम लॉ, फोर्स इक्वल टू के Q1 Q2 बाई आर स्क्वायर। इसको हम इस तरीके से भी लिख सकते हैं बाई रीअरेंजिंग 4 पाई एप्सिलॉन नॉट इक्वल टू Q1 Q2 बाई एफ आर स्क्वायर। अगेन रीअरेंज, वी कैन राइट एप्सिलॉन नॉट इक्वल टू P Q1 Q2 बाई एफ आर स्क्वायर, वेयर P is constant, hence it having no matter. Dimension of F is MLT T power minus 2. It comes from mass and acceleration, where mass having dimension m and acceleration having dimension LT power minus 2. Q having dimension AT, R having dimension L, hence we find out its dimension as m power minus 1, L power minus 3, T power 4, A power 2. In second question, I have given 4 different set and I have to check which set having different dimensions. First choice is given pressure, Young's modulus, stress. Pressure we know, force per unit area. Young's modulus, stress per strain. Strain having no unit, as it is the ratio of 2 lengths. Hence Young's modulus, dimension of Young's modulus is equivalent to dimension of stress, that is force per unit area, and stress again, then this option cannot be right. Second, EMF, potential difference, electric potential. These 3 terms having not same mean, but these have same dimension, hence this also cancel out. Choice third, heat, work done, energy. We know heat is the form of energy, and we have read in class 10 that work done is equivalent to energy, hence these 3 having same dimension. Choice fourth, dipole moment, electric flux, electric field. Let's check it. Dipole moment is the product of charge and length, where dimension of charge is AT and dimension of length is L, hence dipole moment having dimension of LAT. Now for electric flux. As we know, electric flux is the cross product of electric field and area. In calculating dimension, we never consider cross and dot product. We only consider its magnitude. Hence, we can ignore vector and scalar quantities. Now in this formula, phi is equal to E dot A, phi is equal to EA, we can replace E by F by Q, where F having dimension of MLT power minus 2, A having dimension of L power 2, Q having dimension of AT. A here ampere. Now phi having dimension of ML power 3, T power minus 3, A power minus 1. Among these three, two having different dimension. Now this is the correct choice. Now next question. In the formula x equal to 3yz square, x having dimension of capacitance and z having dimension of magnetic induction, and we have to calculate dimension of y in MKSQ system. As we know, C is equal to charge per unit volt, where volt can be replaced by work done per unit charge. On putting the dimension of work done, which is ML power ML2 T power minus 2, we get dimension of capacitance as M power minus 1, L power minus 2, T power 2, Q power 2, and Z having dimension of magnetic induction. And we are familiar with formula of F is equal to QV cross B, and we are again ignoring cross product. We get B is equal to F by QV. F dimension of F is MLT power minus 2. Dimension of V denotes here velocity, is LT power minus 1. Q remain as Q. Hence we get MT power minus 1, Q power minus 1. Where dimension of Y is the ratio of dimension of X and Z square. On solving, we get dimension of y as m power minus 3, L power minus 2, T power 4, Q power 4. Hence, B is the correct option. Now, in this question, we have given potential difference, electric current as I, permittivity as epsilon naught, permeability as mu naught, and speed of light as c. We have to check the dimensionally correct equation. Now, we know energy of inductor is half Li square. L is inductance, I is current. And we are also familiar with formula of L is equal to mu naught N square A by L. On putting in this, we get half mu naught N square A I square by L, where energy of capacitor is equal to half CV square. And we are also familiar with C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Now compare it. In first equation, A by L having same dimension as in second equation A by D. So we can remove A by L and A by D, and half N square is constant. Then we can also sort out this term. Then we are left only with mu naught I square in first equation and epsilon naught B square in second equation. Hence option A is correct. Now next question. SI unit of inductance, Henry, can be written as, Henry is a standard unit, and we have to check that Henry can be written in the form of other unit. Let's check it. We know L is equal to phi by I. phi, where phi having unit of Weber and I having unit of ampere, then first option is right. Now we also know L is equal to minus E by di by dt, where E is volt and di by dt is ampere per second. Then L can having also dimension of volt second per unit ampere, and we also know L is equal to 2U by I square, where U is energy, hence we can replace it by joule. I square is I square having unit of ampere square, then it can also be written as joule per ampere square. And from second formula we can convert volt per ampere into ohm, then ohm second is also the right answer. Hence in this question all four options are right.